But Mother, I'm so hungry, Mother. Good afternoon, gang. It's the Drunken One. I am going to feed the yeasters today. This might not be the exact right way to do it, but this is the way I've been doing it. Let me show you what we got going here. Let me turn this thing to where I can see what you're saying, and here we are. Alright, so I've got some yeasters in here that I've been growing, and I've used 200 milligrams 3 different times to do some projects. Well, I don't have much yeast left in here. This is WLP 001 or 100001. Yeah, and I've been feeding it like on the 7th, the 12th, the 21st, 26th. Anyway, it's time to feed them again because I don't have many left. So what we're going to do, we're going to start with some very hot water. This is a little tea kettle kind of thing. Y'all might be familiar with those. We're going to set it up to 212 degrees Fahrenheit, which is obviously boiling to the guys across the pond at 100°C. So we're going to let that heat up. I am going to, whole procedure really is super simple. I'm going to feed them with some DME, and I've already done the calculations on it before because I've been feeding them for a while. So I'm going to just sanitize this guy here with some Star San. These are the best little things right here, little pump up bottles like that. Keeps you from having to pump those bottles. Alright, so we got those. Kind of put some over here, do the top the same way. It looks like I need some more in there. Do the top the same way, just get everything sanitized around here. We're gonna put a couple of scoops, which ends up being, what was the measurement? I forgot. I forget the grams of, or whatever. I forgot, I thought I had it written on the thing, but I know it's 2 scoops of the DME. So real quick like, we're just gonna move the yeasters into their new home, their new temporary home for a second. Oh, I forgot to bring a magnet too, how about that? Anyway, try to be careful not to lose the magnet in there, and if I do, it's no big deal. Anyway, so we're gonna pour these into here. Gotta clean that thing out, which I'll probably stop the camera, y'all don't wanna see me cleaning a flask out. They've been on the stir plate, so it's been pretty stirred up already. Alright, did it without losing the stir bar. Great. So we're going to cover this guy up. I'm going to shut off the camera, and that will allow time for me to clean the flask and for this to come up to temperature. It's at 96 degrees now. Give me just a second, and I'll be right back with you. Voila, clean. Alright. So yeah, we're getting closer to the temperature. We're at 192, and we're going to get our DME in here. Everybody knows how sticky that stuff can be. We need to run a little sanitizer through everything, so I'm just going to squirt this down. I don't know if you can be able to see it in the camera side or whatever, but you get the idea. Going to give this a little bit of Star San on the inside of it. Give it some love, give it some love. Get it all over the inside of it, of course. I don't clean it every time if I'm just feeding it. I just decant the old beer off and then feed it again, so I don't usually clean it every time. I did this time because, well, first of all, the cruddy. Second of all, because I was pouring them out for the other beers that I was doing. And y'all see the video in a couple of weeks on that one. So we're going to put a little funnel in here. We're going to put 2 scoops of the wonderful DME. This is a dry malt extract that is, I guess it's just like a pale ale or something. I don't even know that much about it. It's not very expensive, and it's good food for the yeasters. This is the best way I've found to do it, and I've asked somebody, is this okay to do it this way? Because a lot of times what happens is you'll actually put this in the flask and then boil the flask and make it like that, but I showed somebody how I was doing it, and they seemed like they were cool with it. It's so very clumpy, so what I do is just put it in this funnel. Just a rough guesstimate as to, it doesn't have to be perfect. If it's a little high, it's okay. If it's a little low, it's okay, whatever. It was so very sticky. Get closed back up because the humidity is just murder on that stuff. So, my stir plate, I've got one that I made one that you can actually put things that are very hot on there. So I won't show you that part, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and stick it on the stir plate after I make this up, so you can see the DME on the top of there, or not. You get the idea. The DME is in there, so of course you're like, how are you going to get that down there? Well, we got this really, really hot water at 212 degrees. So That's gonna make it all work. And then rinse off my sticky fingers. Boy, that stuff is so very sticky. Alright, grab the stir bar. That needs a little sanitizing too, obviously. So we got the very, very hot water. We're just gonna pour it on in very slowly, just enough to melt that, to melt the DME. I'm carefully gonna put the stir bar in and stick it on the stir plate. When it's finally cooled off, I'll drop the yeast in, and what do they say? Bob's your uncle? So, all right, it's kind of just melting all in there. And like I said, I don't know if this is the right way, but this is the way I've been doing it, and I've had pretty good luck with it. Okay, so we're gonna go up to 500 milliliters. And that should make it somewhere along the lines of, I want to say it's a 1045? 1045 for the gravity on it. And so, yeah, really that's kind of it. I'm going to go cram it on a stir plate, cover it up with some aluminum foil. I'm going to go from there. Another good thing about using the funnel this way is that it doesn't leave the neck of the bottle really, really hot, so you're able to carry it. Slip that in there very carefully. Re-sanitize the tin foil. And pop it back on there. So if you didn't have a stir plate, you'd do the same kind of thing, or in any other kind of vessel really, and just give it a stir every time you go by it. Just give it a little stir around. Like I said, I'm gonna toss on the stir plate, and it doesn't hurt the stir bars. I've researched that, and it doesn't hurt the stir bars. And yeah, just let it rock, let it cool down by itself. Another option to this would be put it in an ice bath or a sink full of water, change out the water every now and then until it cools off. But as long as everything's sanitary, it can take its own time to cool off, just like what the guys do with the no-chill method. So it's pretty much what I do is I do a no-chill method on my yeast starters. And so I'm gonna grow those up and then decant some off or get some out of there, let it calm down in a same kind of jar like this, and just make up little bits of yeast to throw into the batches. Or just leave it in there and continue to grow it, pour out what you need. You know, it's like a never-ending supply of yeast. Woohoo! That stuff's pretty expensive, and it's like $6-7 or whatever it is for one of those fast pitch or liquid ones, whatever they call them. It's not the smack pack, but it's just the little vials that are in the sachets, as y'all put them over there. Alright, that's just me making a quick video for you. Yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Drink homemade beverages. Some homemade wine. How about that? I don't know the alcohol percentage, but show sticks to the glass. Alright, guys. Yeah, may the force be with you, and love, peace, funky vibes, and see you next time. Adios. Cheers from the drunken one.